members of Knesset, but it's a diverse group of 106 has it, and you were heading it in the previous Knesset, so you're already an experienced chairwoman. And visit for us, it's no wonder that we hear from all of us how excited we are about your visit. It's not just another speech by a foreign dignitary. I think that the relations between Italy and Israel in the last several years, you see the regular G2G meetings between the governments, the bilateral cooperation between the Knesset and the Italian Parliament, those cameras, and on the international level. And I do have to say that we get a lot of cooperation and assistance from our Italian colleagues.
We are comrades.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much, Prime Minister. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you very much.
He was in time. But what is the relation between human relation between the very good, very good. More than people. Yes, depends on the person. But also in the same party. We are very close friends on both sides. Because this is the problem in our system. First of all, because you'll be very moved there, I'm telling you.
The Prime Minister?
How are you, baby?
שלום ושגריר. שלום. שלום ושגריר.
He was asking that whether are we behind the scenes also in animosity or in friendship. I said,
only our friendship across parties, not in parties.
But I verify a very interesting discussion about rules of parliament. I don't understand really. I don't understand the discussion. But you know what we say here? We are like a parliament in Italy. We say in Hebrew.
No, it's no longer. No longer.
No, it's not more complicated.
Because it's more complicated because they have.
Thank you so much. Mr. Prime Minister, dear friend Bibi, Shalom. Thank you so much for your warm welcome to Israel. For me, it's a great honor, you know. It's really a great honor. And this is the first time in Israel as Prime Minister. And I wait for you and for your wife, Sarah, in Milan, in August, in Milano, in August for the Expo. And also in Florence for the future. I discussed with Sarah before. I've been looking forward to this visit for a long time for me, like for any Italian man, and also for European man. Coming to Israel means coming back home. This is where the roots of our culture and the seeds of our future are. And so I think this is a great honor for me to be able to reaffirm our friendship, our mutual commitment to prosperity and peace today. Earlier in the day, I visited Tel Aviv University. It's a very important moment because I see a lot of young men and young women of Israel, innovators, dynamic, brilliant, and the people who are striving to move fast and break things. And I truly appreciated the chutzpah. I don't know if it's the correct expression, chutzpah. It's correct.
It's correct.
It's correct. Well, good, because I try a lot of times in the car and with the ambassador.
It's
but
like ravioli with spice.
But because this is important also for Italian young, we need this approach, this attitude. We need a different and dynamic vision of the future. We are proud of our past, but we believe in our future. This is very important for countries rich of history, obviously as Israel, but also as Italy. So whether I saw in Tel Aviv University this great moment, but at the same time I visited the Yad Vashem after when I arrived in Jerusalem. And let me be very frank and unofficially, I think this place is an heritage for every man and woman around the world. When I was a mayor and before president of county, I had the great possibility with the survivor of Shoah to visit Auschwitz with the young students to give the message of memory to these people. But the ceremony, Yad Vashem, it was for me a very important moment, and I think we absolutely are committed to continue the fight against anti-Semitism, because anti-Semitism is really a menace for the peace, and it's a key for the terror. So we are with you, with your government, with your people, my dear Prime Minister, my dear friend, are the same, in the same fight against this risk. Obviously, we must choose, because in the choice between innovation, creation, and life on one side, and exclusion and death on the other side, we stand firmly with the first. And we stand on the side of the young researchers. We stayed on the side of the people who fight for an ideal of democracy and of prosperity. I think it's absolutely important in this moment. There are a lot of challenges. I think we have also different positions about the deal of Iran. With the United States of America, we support this compromise, but we think it's possible a compromise for the future of Iran, but it's impossible a compromise for the security of Israel. So for us, this is the first step, but we stay with the international community, because there is not a right for Israel to exist. It's a duty of Israel for Israel to exist. I think for my children, it's important to affirm the duty of this state to maintain the solidity, the peace, the presence, and also the key role, because in my city there is a great, the most important masterpiece maybe is David. It's David by Michelangelo. David against Goliath. David is the symbol of freedom. This is the symbol of a strong fight. David is also one of the most important symbol of cultural masterpieces in Italy, obviously, because it was created by the genius of Michelangelo. I think in this moment, everyone is David against barbaric enemies who use religion to bring terror, misery, and death. And I think security of Israel is security of Europe. Your security, my dear Prime Minister, my dear Bibi, is my security. The common destiny is the place for Israel, Italy, Europe, United States, everyone. I think, obviously, it's absolutely important in this visit to give a thanks for the great honor for tomorrow to speak in Knesset, in the place of democracy, and also to have the possibility to verify the bilateral relation between Israel and Italy. We must invest with more determination in the startup nation. I think we must become a smart nation, a nation able to use the great history to give a chance for the new generations. And I think also we can verify the excellent situation of bilateral relation, to verify if we can invest, for example, for the relation about universities. Yesterday, my minister and dear minister signed a very important agreement in Tel Aviv universities, and in general, I believe particularly important to underline to Italian journalists this part of Israel economy. One of the most important economy in the startup innovation and high technology is not only Israel a place of democracy and a key player in this area. And for us it's absolutely important because we stay together in every initiative from the Mediterranean, Libya, Syria, and every part of this difficult region. But I think it's very important to underline for Italian journalists this great experience and know-how of Israeli government, Israeli institution, Israeli academic center of research in this field. Just to conclude, Mr. Prime Minister, thank you so much for your participation at Expo Milan 2015. I think we can give a message very important because the slogan, the motto of Expo Milan is feeding the planet, create energy for the future, and a new vision for the future. I think this is a moment particularly interesting because we have a lot of problems, but I think we have a lot of opportunities in front of us. And with our friendship, with our partnership, I am absolutely convinced that we can work together and continue in this great experience of success. There is the experience between Israel and Italy. Thank you so much for your welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Ministers. Delegations, please.